Hey guys, J-Man37X here bringing you episode 1 of Epic Battle Fantasy V version 2. In the intro video, if you happen to see that, we kind of went over the general overview of how we're going to be handling the version 2 content of this game moving forward, both here and on Twitch. And this time we're going to go ahead and kick it off here. So as I mentioned last time, we're going to be doing, of course, custom game. We're going to be experiencing most of the new stuff. No random equips, because again, I like the YouTube stuff to be not randomized. The battle, this is a little bit limiting, so I'm going to leave those off too. I like to be able to keep my options open as far as, you know, what kind of strats I want to go for. So let's go ahead and hop into it here. I haven't really decided if I'm going to read too much of the dialogue again, because again, we did kind of already do that, but you know, I'll certainly give you guys time to read it at least. We'll skim through it here. Very familiar-ish looking creature. It really reminds me of the, I think it was one of the old, I think it was one of Akron's attacks, where it had an animation that looked a lot like this. It had like lots of strings of eyes and teeth coming out of it. Got Fiona here, of course, who I really hope becomes playable. If there ever happens to be a 6th game in this series, which Matt is pretty burnt out on this game, so I'm not holding my breath for that. Certainly not anytime soon. 23 tries to beat the final boss. Took me like 4, buddy, but you know. TV explodes. Something about pirates. Hockey stick, which is true. If you do the randomizer, he says with his hockey stick, and then he just has some other armor and some other weapon. But again, we're not doing the randomizer. I will be, I have to re-go over all of the equips because they're all new. What I actually wanted to do is, let me see if I can really quickly fix this on the spot. I wanted to actually have the old equips handy so that I could quickly compare them. So let me see if I can pull these up really fast, just to have them as reference. Okay. All right, here we go. I think I got him here. So where is the Ultra 9 Pro? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the equips. I'm gonna try and keep these handy for when I'm not gonna go over every single difference, but I'm gonna go over general differences that I notice immediately. So you see this time, so now it also resists wind. Before it resisted freeze and like the freeze status, and before it looks like it started out giving you accuracy. Now it starts out giving you evasion, and it boosts the damage of non-elemental skills, which I think it did before. No, it actually looks like it never did that. Okay, so that's a pretty useful new property of that. Sorry, I'll try and be a little bit more organized in the future. I actually only just remembered that I wanted to do this. This is EVF4, okay. Thankfully, it's pretty well organized, so it's pretty fast for me to just run through and find everything. And then we have the hobo clothes somewhere in here. Here we go. Okay, so Captain's hat. I mean, just by looking at him, you can sometimes notice it. Some of the equips are very obviously noticeable. Some of them not so much. So it looks like by default the Captain's hat originally gave you nothing, and it only gave water resist actually, which I forgot actually. Oh wait, hold on, I wasn't looking at the right game. Okay. Oh, that's fine. So okay, sorry. So before it actually didn't resist water. It resisted bomb and dark, and now it resists water and dark, which kind of makes sense. And it gave you an HP boost. Now it gives you a boost to your attacking stats. And for the hobo clothes, yeah, I gotta make sure I'm actually looking at the right game as well. The hobo clothes now gives earth instead of bio, but otherwise, actually, it's similar there. And it gave the stats it gives are actually the same too. Okay, so this looks pretty similar to how it did originally, except it's earth instead of bio. So that's the only notable difference there. So let's go ahead and clear it. Also, I just remembered I do want to go ahead and activate the cheats. So this is always also really quick to mention. The flares do not change in the equip remix, as far as I'm aware, so I don't have to go over the flares. Let me go ahead and go. We're going to be playing on Epic, of course. cheats and challenges. Again, I wanted a good balance of difficulty. The Twitch playthrough is already proving quite challenging. We're going to turn on Treasure Finder, learn any skill. Those are just for fun. I think more SP so that I can at least be motivated to use summons a little bit more often. I think I'm going to go with more free attacks. So basically, like, between turn effects are going to happen more often. Unleashes, counters. That's kind of interesting. And in return, we're going to turn on more foe resistance. We're going to turn on counterattacking, because some enemies have really interesting counterattacks that I'd like to be able to show off. We are going to turn on even reward. This isn't a challenge. This is just here just cuz. This is just useful. If anyone dies, they still get XP. It's a huge convenience factor, really. I think I'm going to turn on status antibody to try and balance it out a bit more also. Every time you inflict an enemy with a status effect, they will gain 10% resistance to it. So, you know, you do it a few times, and it's gonna become very challenging to actually inflict some of your status effects. Okay. I think this is all I'm gonna start with for now. Revive turns per. I mean, I kind of play with this on already, so I guess I might as well just keep that on for now. But let me know in the comments what you think of this. I'm going for biggest amount of variety without compromising on difficulty too much. I want to keep it pretty balanced in both ways. I think this is even skewed a bit towards challenging, which is perfectly fine with me. I've played this game a lot, so I'm always okay with a bit of a challenge. Without further ado, let's go ahead and head out here. I don't know why I talked to him. He doesn't have much of interest to say. Okay, we're just gonna. I just did like an 8-hour live stream of this game, like 2 days ago as of recording this, so I kind of already. Okay, well, I say that and then I mess up the puzzle. I for the most part, I remember where a lot of this stuff is, and like the fast way to get some early game things. Of course, I have the randomizer on there, so I'm not completely used to all the equips we're going to be finding. There's a Lucky Clover. Okay. Over here, go ahead and equip this guy. Alright, we'll be back there anyway. I'm sure I missed some hidden secrets. Little secret items, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, fireball in the sky. That's still one of my favorite lines. Oh, wait, that's the sun. Okay, so immediately you'll notice there's some interesting things going on here. This is purely for demonstration purposes. We're gonna go ahead and save here. So this is just a slime bunny, you know. But we all know the slime bunny. Let's go ahead and scan him. I guess there wasn't really much point in that. You'll see why. Okay, so, I mean, it does nice things. We're just gonna give it a little whack here. And you'll notice it's counterattacking with Genesis. So, needless to say, we're just gonna die. So, yeah, slime bunnies, you really need to kill them in one hit. Or you need to have morale or auto revive or something. They will gladly kill you. I would like to capture that. So I'm not gonna mess around with it too much yet. I'm gonna kind of rush to no legs here. So first fight here. I'm not for the regular encounters at least. I'm not gonna recognize every single difference. Feel free in the comments to let me know if there's any notable encounter or equip differences that I didn't mention. I'm gonna try my best to keep up, but I mean, there's a lot that I don't even know. Same with their different resistances. I don't remember everything about this game, so there's gonna be some things that I'm sure that I will be missing. So just bear with me there, and you know, let me know in the comments what stuff I miss, and hopefully I will try and I'll try and address it as soon as I can. You know, in the next possible video where I can actually go over it. I'm already considering whether or not I want to actually compare equipment directly with each other, because it is going to take a little bit of, it does take a little bit of time to actually get that stuff pulled up, but I mean, like, right now, I know what's coming, so I'm kind of getting a few things ready here before we get no legs. Knight's helmet, I want the, okay, I would like to capture this guy. Okay, well, that's going to take a while, but that's, oh, I'm actually about to die. Oh, I'm actually dead. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Counterattacking is the thing that I've had the most trouble getting used to so far. Alright. Counterattacking is actually pretty brutal. Especially if you have like if you do like an AoE, you could potentially just have every single enemy counterattack you. I'm not even gonna bother scanning. I'm just gonna capture this first guy and we're just gonna carry on. So I've been trying to pull up the equipment here. That's my own fault. Alright, we should just be able to go for a capture on this guy. Okay. Then none of the summons are any different. Those are all exactly the same as they've been. Why am I having such a hard time finding what I'm looking for right now? This helmet, hero garment. There we go. Jeez, I don't know why that took me so long to find. Alright, just go. Oh, I actually don't have any healing yet. I'm losing. How did I beat this without any problems on my stream playthrough where I'm actually like Alright, we just need to start preparing a little bit better here. Alright. So now we'll be able to instant kill anything coming up. And hopefully they won't kill us too quickly. 20, okay. We should be okay. Because we're gonna kill this guy. He's not gonna counterattack. Okay, we're good. Oh my god. 5 HP finishing the first required battle. Jeez. Oh man. That's not as much XP as I was expecting to get either. Alright. Little bit rough. A little bit rough here, I'll be honest. I perfectly admit to this. Let's go up here. I'm not gonna go over too many of the old mechanics that were unchanged, or you know, things that I've already gone over about this game. But I will try and go over things that are new, so changes to old mechanics. Like for example, I didn't mention it, but I got morale status. I believe morale, if you have morale status, you actually become immune to offensive debuffs. So your attack and magic attack cannot be lowered while you have morale. So that's just an example. The same goes for, Brave. Brave, you can't get offensive stats lowered. Morale, you can't get defensive stats lowered. So defense and magic defense. No legs of stealing garbage, of course. What a strange yet fitting name. He also doesn't have arms, but you know, we kind of ignore that. Oh, I have to collect this. Okay. I've already decided that I don't remember where every piece of equipment is. I think it's going to be too much for me to directly compare every piece of equipment. But again, I already have them pulled up, so let's go ahead and compare these, and then we're going to kind of not worry too much about it. We're going to try and look for obvious changes. It's like the steel buckler boost non-elemental skills, which I guess it did before. Yeah, it did that before. Never mind. This actually looks almost identical. Okay, so now it has a magic attack buff, but it has an evade debuff. So that's the only difference here. That's actually so far we're seeing pretty minor differences in equipment, but trust me, some equipment it's not even similar. The Knight's Helmet, you can tell this is already pretty different. It doesn't have the fire or water weakness. Instead, you actually get a couple nice status effect resistances, but it does not give you magic defense anymore. And then for the armor, looks like the armor's still... Oh, now the armor gives... Okay, oh wait, hold on. Sorry. So the armor actually looks similar. So now this gives you tired. It doubles the defensive stats it gives you, but it still has the same resistance set, and it doubles the defensive. So that's interesting. So it's a bit more all in on the defensive aspect of things. Yeah, okay. So that just to give you an idea. Again, I'm only gonna focus on the obvious ones moving forward, because so far I'm already not liking how long it takes to actually get that information exactly out there. But I guess let me know in the comments what you think about that. Let's just pop up here. So you see, we have a Coral Boulder here. Normally you don't see these guys until like what, Rainbow River, I think. So that's really common in the faux remix, is that enemies that were normally much later in the game, you find them way earlier in, you know, like still like we're technically on the Rainbow River here, so it's not like it's out of place for this enemy to show up here. a lot of the time from what I've seen... Wow, okay, he's dead already. That was just a counter. So yeah, he counterattacked with this narwhal attack. We're actually just gonna die here. I still don't... Oh, I have some healing now, okay. I would like to capture this guy, just because he's right... He's here, and he's ready for capturing. But yeah, a lot of the time you'll notice that enemies are moved into places where they actually make sense to show up in. If he does the... oh, that wasn't... Okay, I thought that was a counterattack. That was just his regular attack. I think this might be okay for a capture. I don't think he'll kill us in one attack if this doesn't work. Okay. And remember, we have even rewards on, so we don't have to worry about it. No Legs will still get his XP here. Jeez, I feel like this is even harder than it was when I was doing the challenge run, man. I don't know why. Okay. So we got that. I'd really like to capture this thing. On my stream run, I still... 8 hours in, and I still have not... Also, I've gotten into the habit of saving a lot, so bear with me. I still haven't gotten a Slime Bunny summon, and it's really useful to have. I think with a barrier, Matt almost lived before. So I think we should be able to get away with this. Should live. Probably will, yep, it's gonna counterattack. Matt might live. Remember, Scaling Foes is on though, so we leveled up. This thing is still our level, so it's level 2 now. Oh, that's it. Oh. Whatever. I didn't think it was gonna surrender immediately. I guess it surrendered on our turn. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe next time. Also, there's a hidden... So you notice Treasure Finder is going off? It actually tells us whenever there's a hidden item somewhere on screen. Which apparently I'm missing one. Which I don't know where it is that I'm missing right now. But I thought I saw the question mark show up. But anyway. Let's see. So let's carry on here. I'm not gonna worry about talking to all these guys. Okay, get a heal up there. Truthfully, it's actually pretty hard to get a Slime Bunny capture when you have counterattacking foes on. Like, it's genuinely challenging. Because I don't know its counterattack rate, but so far it's done it every single time for me, to be perfectly honest. So it's a little bit tricky to be able to not die as soon as you do damage to it. So you might have to rely entirely on debuffs, which is, we can't really do this early in the game. Excuse me. Okay, let's go ahead and loot this place. Let's take a quick look at another... Wow, I forgot how many flares you actually get this early in the game. Alright, let's take a quick look at the shop. The shop, you know, is going to sell the same thing. Oh, this is not the shop I thought. Never mind. Whoops. Sorry, nothing. I meant the other one. Oh, that's not here either. Okay, sorry. I totally forgot where the shops are laid out. I guess that's a different screen. Okay, never mind. Oh my goodness, I'm so out of it right now. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, so we got some stats. I'm not doing the steroid challenge I did last time. I'm just using them right away. I'm not trying to goof around too much here. We got Coral Key, right, okay. No, I'm not gonna talk to every NPC either. Again, a lot of this stuff I've already gone over on my first run, so I'm not gonna do too much of that for a second time. Let me just take this item. And I think I'm just gonna let's do one more fight here. Let's take care of this one. Just some mud slimes. I don't remember if you find them. I don't remember if you see mud slimes at all in this first area. I want to say you don't. What's their counterattack? Oh, they do two lily pads, so not too bad. But that can hit anyone, I believe. That's the thing. A lot of the time, the counterattacks will only hit the person who attacked them. But not all of the time. Sometimes they like counter with an AoE or with something that has random targeting. Like the big mud slime, for example, counterattacks with like 8 of those lily pad, like the big lily pad attack, and it can very easily like kill your entire party, as it has done for me before. So it's, you know, some of these counterattacks really do not mess around. And you know what? We could do one more here. That fight was a lot shorter than I was expecting it to be. All right, let's do this one. So we get creeps. I think normally you don't find creeps until No Man's Land, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, another instance, finding things quite a bit earlier than you would normally. Just do this, I guess. These guys counterattack with their basic, bouncing back and forth attack, I believe. Yeah, that one. That's the one they counter with. So that's another example of an enemy that can... Their counterattack can potentially hit more than just the person who hit them. They're still weak to Earth. I think Earth is one of their only weaknesses that they still have. I guess I haven't been going over the new weaknesses that much. Sorry about that. Let me take some time after this fight to actually show off the ones that we've seen so far. So you see, these guys are only weak to Earth now. I think before they were weak to maybe electric or ice or something. No such luck. You'll find that there's a surprising amount of situations where an enemy is only weak to like one element now. Like a lot of enemies have one weakness. I've seen some actually that have gone to 0 weaknesses. So this might kill him. You know, that's probably fine actually. Okay, perfect. Well, not perfect. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but you know what? Let's just drop it. Let's just drop a clear here. Let's just dice this thing up. Oh, it actually lived. Damn. Okay. All right, that's fine. Also, every enemy has a different counterattack rate. I certainly do not know those off the top of my head. So that's another thing. If you happen to know that, let me know in the comments. There's a lot of unknowns with this, at least for me. Not too crazy. We get some coffees, which we're going to be conserving very carefully. See, if there's pretty much anything that I don't directly mention in the video, I probably don't know it, and I would absolutely love to hear more information. So let me know in the comments. Yeah, that's gonna do it. I have not quite as much progress as I thought. It took me a bit to get back into the swing of things, but all right. Thank you everyone very much for watching. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my Twitch.tv channel where I am currently streaming this game. Ultra Challenge Run. This entire list is basically checked, except these bottom two. I only have them on for boss fights. Yeah, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. EST. Also, sometimes I'll stream modded Terraria with my buddy Sacred Survival, or we'll do, I don't know, Bloons Tower Defense co-op, or, you know, some other multiplayer stuff I like to mix in there. Also, check out my Discord if you want to keep up to date with live stream changes and talk about games and all that. But next time, we're going to continue onwards into the Wild Tropics here. Yes, I had to check the name because I always forget what this place is called. And run into some more things that are not quite where they're supposed to be. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.